Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a what is on my iPhone video but games edition. Now, as you can see, I have an awful lot of games on my iPhone. So, before I clear through them all and get rid of some, I will show you guys all the games that I have. Now, I need to declutter my games because I just have so many and I really don't have time to play them all. So I thought I would share with you what games I do have before I delete them. So let's get started. So the first game we've got is Tapped Out, which is the Simpsons game. Now, this is my favourite game. I am on this all day, every day, and it's so addictive. Simpsons is my favourite TV programme, as a lot of you are probably aware of. So for me, it's quite fun. But basically, the storyline is you have to rebuild the town because it's been blown up, and you have to rebuild it from scratch. So you get a lot of tasks to complete and you have to send your Simpsons on quests to complete things. It's really addictive and I do recommend it. It's quite similar to The Sims. It's kind of like a life simulator game, so it is quite fun, especially for those of you who enjoy The Simpsons. Okay, next we have this game called Word Cookies, and this is one of my favourite games. If you are like me and like playing word games and kind of educating yourself but in a fun way, this is for you. So basically, you have these letters here and you have to create words with them. And you have to fill this with words. Okay, so I'm kind of stuck on this one at the moment, but by the time this video is up, I'll probably have done it. But basically, you just have to find words to fill in these gaps. And I'm trying to think of one, but it's not gonna happen. Okay, so we'll get rid of that. Okay, then my next top favourite games is Colour Switch, which I'm sure most of you are familiar with. It is being advertised absolutely everywhere at the moment. This is one of my favourite games. Let's go for Target. I think I'm actually stuck on this. Yes, I am. Ooh. Basically, you have to hit the colour that matches, yeah. There are so many different levels and different types of gameplay, and it's really fun, but it's also very difficult and addictive, and you will find yourself playing this while you're walking, because I do too. So that's really fun. Okay, then we've got Tap Dash, which is a recently new game that I've got. You've got 3 different worlds, and basically you are this little character and you have to tap the screen when you want him to turn. So you're meant to tap on the arrows, and if you don't, you fall off the edge, basically. And you have to get to the end of each level to move on. It's a really cool game. Next we've got What Difference, and I love playing What's the Difference games. So for me, these are really fun. And basically you have so much time. Yay! And it does get quite intense. They have recently updated the game, so you will have got a timer. So basically you can't just tap anywhere to try and find the answers, because you'll lose time. Like that, you see, you lose time if you get it wrong. So it's quite difficult. Okay, next we have Paper.io, which I think I've talked about before. This is a really, really cool game. Where you have to capture as much of the board as possible in your own colour and not get caught by someone. So it is quite an intense game, and I've had quite a lot of rivalries on here. I think it is just computer generated, but it is incredibly fun. I think I have been won once before. See, I'm now stealing this guy's place. It is really fun. It's very addictive. I can honestly sit there and play it all day. So let's not do that. Then we've got Rolling Sky, which I actually don't play that much anymore because it is quite difficult. I'm sure some of you will have seen it. I've only completed 1 level. That's how hard it is. I'm sure some of you have seen it advertised. I think I got it when it was free in the App Store. I think it's free anyway actually, but it's really difficult. Then we've got Kooky Cats, which I used to play all the time, but not so much nowadays. I've kind of like because I'm on level 313, so I've kind of worn it out a little bit. So basically you get these cats up the top and you have to make enough cookies to match how much they're asking for. So I've now given that guy some. But this level is quite difficult because these moles come and basically take up the space, which makes it really difficult to get the colours that you need. So, but yeah, it's quite difficult, but fun. Then we have Super Cat Tales. Now, if you like Mario, the old proper Mario games, you will love this if you love cats as well. It's basically an old Mario classic game, but in cat version. And I've got a couple of my friends at work into this game, and it is super fun. Let me just show you. I am stuck on this, by the way, so okay, so I have to try not to get hit, otherwise that happens. There we go. Oh, no, little guy. Come on, little guy, you can do it. No. Oh, maybe he was meant to fall. I don't know. But yeah, I suck at this game. It's really fun. Okay, then we have number 2. We've got Angry Birds Space, which I'm pretty sure you're all familiar with, which is a pretty cool game. I haven't played this in a while, actually. I think I downloaded this recently because it was free on the App Store, and I love Angry Birds games. So yeah, I haven't actually started playing it yet. That's interesting. I used to play this. I think I did actually complete it at one point. But now I have to start again, so yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys are all familiar. Oh, sugar. Why did I do that? I'm pretty sure you guys are all familiar with the game. There we go. Cool. That's enough of that. Okay, then we've got Void Jumping, and this game's pretty fun. I hate adverts, they're so frustrating. So with this game, it's kind of all about judgment, a distance and such. So you have to jump onto these things and you have to judge. Ooh. Oh, well, you get the idea. It's a pretty cool game. Then we've got Pin Out, which is like the most awesome version of pinball ever. I will recommend this game to anybody who is a pinball lover. Not only that, but when you have the music turned on, it has really awesome music playing. Obviously I can't play it for you now, but if you download the app, do just have the music turned on. It's so awesome, especially when you get to level 3. I need to find out what song it is so I can download it. I love this game and I really do highly recommend it. Oh, poop. No! It's like one of my favourite childhood games is pinball, so yay! And it just went straight back where I was. Okay, cool. Then we have got, this is 10-10, I call it 10-10. And basically you have to fill the board with these. And once you have a full line, so let's just try and get a full line, it clears it. And it works up the top as well, it works any side. So you just have to fill a line vertically or horizontally, and yeah. Then we've got Crossy Road, which I'm pretty sure all of you are familiar with. Now I've unlocked majority of the characters and I've kind of stopped playing it because I've unlocked so many of them, but basically you have to try not to get hit. And then I've also got the Disney version of that, which is called Disney Crossy Road. It's exactly the same. Then we've got Word Search. We all know what Word Search is, so yep, and I've completed most of it. Then we've got 6, which was one of my favourite games, but I've kind of stopped playing it again. So you basically have to get this thing down to the bottom without it falling off the sides. And the more things you tap, the more points you get. You get 5 points for each block you tap, so try not to let any of them fall off the side. As you can see, my high score is in the thousands. So even by doing this, you're not going to win because you're just, you know, you're not tapping enough. Okay, next page. Then we've got rings, which I'm pretty sure I've shown you guys before. That is cute, can I just say? Okay. So why is it not? Come on, there we go. Okay, so basically you have to match the colours. Go away. So basically you have to match the colour. So all of these have got orange in them. So I'm going to put them there, and it's going to delete the orange row. So then if we want to get rid of the red, we do that. And then we need to create a new line. So we've got blue, green, green and red. Go there. Green and red, blue. So yeah, you get the idea. It's really addictive, and my mum beat me on it. Then I've got another word search game, which I don't think I've played actually, because the other word search game is really cool. So yeah. Then we've got close-up pics, which I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with. I used to love playing this with my mum. What the heck is that? Okay. What on earth is that? There's only 3 letters. I haven't got a clue, but basically you have to guess what it is. It's zoomed in and you have to guess what it is. Then we've got what is meant to say anagram, which again is another one that I like to play with my mum. You basically just have to decipher what the words are. I have no idea. Then we've got Song Pop. I'm pretty sure you're all familiar with that. You just have to guess the song. Then we've got Many Bricks, which is an old classic game. Now, if you are younger than me, you probably won't know what this game is. But this is like my childhood game. I used to absolutely adore playing this. And basically, you just have to get the little ball to delete all the blocks. And it's... Okay, don't do that. Stay in there. Okay, so you've got this little thing coming down. I'm going to collect this, and it's going to turn that ball into 3. Okay. Wait for it. There we go. And the more you get of those, the quicker it's going to delete the space. That one gives you 3, which isn't very helpful, to be honest. So as you can see, I've basically completed the level now because there's no way I can lose. There we go. Really fun game. So then we have Brickies, which is exactly the same but more of an update version, and I don't like it as much. It's not as fun. I'm probably going to get rid of this, to be honest. You have a timer as well, which makes it more difficult, so I don't think that's as good. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's okay, but I prefer the old classic version. Then we have Flow Free, which is an awesome game, which I think I'm getting there. Oh, there's a new board. Yay! Oh, this is different. And basically you have to match the colours, and you can't like cross them over unless there's a bridge. So that's quite fun. Oh, there we go. That's really addictive. Then we have got Level. I can't actually remember what this is. I think this is quite a complicated game. Yeah, it is. So basically you have these different shapes. I'm just going to do level 1. You have these different shapes and they have different weights, and you have to get these black blocks to match. How do I... So there you go, like that. So they have different weights. So let me choose a harder level. So let me go for level 18. And you'll get different shapes, and you have to like level them all up. There we go. But it's quite a complicated game. Okay, next we've got 100 picks. This is going to be such a long video, I'm so sorry. 100 picks, so you have to guess what the picture is by tapping the words. Slitherio, I'm sure you are all familiar with. This is one of my favourite games. You are basically a snake and you have to get as big as you can without being eaten. Cool, I just killed someone. So now collecting that, which makes me big, which is quite cool. And I'm probably going to die here. Yep. That is also a very, very addictive game. And then I show you Flow Free. We've also got Flow Free Bridges version. So this is just the Bridges game. So this is really fun too. So that's obviously going to have to go there, that's going to have to go there, and that's going to have to go there. So this one you can cross them over provided there is a bridge. My battery's going to die, isn't it? Then we've got Minion Rush. I'm pretty sure you are all familiar with Minion Rush. Actually, I'm not going to go into that because it usually takes about 5 minutes to load. Then we've got Be Brilliant. Now, if you remember Kooky Cats at the start, Be Brilliant is basically exactly the same, just with bees. as well. I'm not as far into this one, so I'm only level 39, so yeah. Then we've got Give It Up 2, which is a very addictive game, which is very fun. So I'll just do level 1. And again, you kind of need to have the music on for this, because it has a beat and you have to tap to the beat. See, I messed that up and not land on spikes. That's a really fun game. Okay, I'm not going to open these, but we've got Pet Rescue, Candy Crush Saga, Candy Crush Jelly Saga, Candy Crush Soda Saga, Farm Heroes. You all know what those are. Then we've got Stack, which I'm sure some of you are familiar with. So you basically just have to stack these on and try and keep them the same, like try not to cut the edges off, which I'm doing fairly miserably. My high score is like 200 and something. It's very addictive. Then we have got Dumb Ways to Die, and I have got the second one as well. If you've seen the Dumb Ways to Die video on YouTube, you will kind of know what the game is all about. If you haven't seen it, then you won't really know, but it's actually a really good game, and I haven't played this in ages. Ew, this is disgusting. Yay! You get the idea. So then we've got Brain Dots, which I'm sure I've shown you before, but basically you have to create, yeah, that's self-explanatory. I'm running low on my battery. This is hard because I really need to go back to like, let's go to basic. Oh, okay. I just want to go to like level 1 or something, cool. So let's say we've got these 2 dots and we need to join them together. We need to make them touch, so I'm going to do that. Ta-da! I've won, and it gets really, really complicated, so yeah. Then we've got Angry Birds Rio, and Angry Birds Seasons, so I'm pretty sure you're all aware of those. Then we've got Arrow Ambush, which I haven't played in a while as well, and this is super fun, but super hard as well, actually. Oh no! If the arrows touch, you die. Okay. Then we've got Cookie Jam, again, exactly the same as Kooky Cats. Basically the same. This one I'm quite far into though, aren't I? Oh no. Did I? I think my account got deleted when I switched phones, because I had this on my old phone, but it's exactly the same. Then we've got Dumb Ways to Die 2, so I'm not going to bother showing you that. Domino City, if you like playing with dominoes, I can't speak, this is a good game for you. Although it does get quite complicated. You basically just have to tap the screen to put the tiles in place, and you can, when you tap and hold to rotate, which I don't need to do right now, ta-da! And if they all fall, you win. So I'm probably going to get rid of that actually. Rocket Frenzy is one of my old favourite classic games from growing up. It's actually called Rocket Mania on the computer. And you basically have to join these up to get as many of these rockets to go off at once. Okay, and there we go. So yeah, that's pretty fun. Then we've got the logo game, we all know what that is. Pull Tongue is something that I haven't played in ages. This, you're basically a chameleon. Now I got this off the free app of the week at some point. I am kind of stuck though. Let me just do level 1 for you. So basically, you are Greg. Okay, so basically you just have to pull his tongue to reach the popcorn, and you have to get the stars in the process. It's a weird game. Then we have Frozen Bubble, which again I'm sure you're all familiar with. Frozen Bubble again is an old game that I used to play as a child. You basically just have to bounce it off the wall and match the colours. Yay! Very addictive. Lots of different versions out there. Mahon Tiles, again another classic game from my childhood. I used to have this on my old PC when I had Windows 95. Yep, that's how old I am. Then we've got Minesweeper, again from Windows 95, although I understand it a bit better now, but it's quite difficult. Okay, we're getting there. Then we've got Papa Pear Saga, so I'm not going to show you that. Then we've got Pac-Man. We all know what Pac-Man is. Now, I love Pac-Man, so I decided to get it, and it's basically the old classic Pac-Man. Then we've got Twisty Wheel, which you just have to tap these on the colour. Oh no! And if you go over it, you lose. Then we've got higher or lower game. I'm sure you are all familiar with the higher lower game. Oh, it's updated. Let's play the classic. I don't know who that is. And basically, my high score is like 17, so... wow. Summer solstice, that's last. So you basically just have to guess if this bottom thing is higher or lower than this top thing. Definitely higher. Come on, it's a dog. It has to be higher. Oh, I'm actually surprised at that. It's quite fun. Then we've got 100 balls, which was one that my boyfriend had actually. I just want to play. So, you have these cups, and you have to hold the screen to drop the balls in. Well, that failed. Into the cups, and you basically have to get them to go around as many times as you possibly can before you run out of balls. I'm gonna get rid of that. Then we have, what even is this? I've never even played it. Oh, it's called Crossy Bird Tappy, so it's basically Flappy Bird. Then we've got Fruit Ninja Free, which I'm sure you are all familiar with. This was like the highlight of my high school. It's changed. Why is all my apps changed? I don't like it. I just want to play. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I know how to play. I've played it like a million times. You basically just have to slash the fruit and not slash the bombs, which is pretty self-explanatory because if you had a bomb in front of you, you wouldn't exactly cut it in half. So yeah, don't slice those. Then we have, oh, where do we get up to? Then we have got Jumpline Light, which is basically another word game. But this one freezes on me all the time. Go away. So you have to, again, just make as many words out of these as you can. Yeah, we're not going to bother doing that. Then we've got Pop the Lock, which is essentially the same as Twisty Wheel. You just kind of have to, tap it when it gets to the yellow thing. And it's counting down because that's how many more I have to tap, so I'm getting quite hard. It's getting quite hard now. Quiz Up. I haven't signed up for it again, so I can't show you it because it won't let me in. Loads of quizzes. You play against other people and see who wins. It's really fun. Knots, haven't played this. It's exactly the same as Flow Free, so I'm going to get rid of that. Zigzag. This is exactly the same as the Tap Tap Dash game, I believe. Oh my goodness. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm getting rid of it. Piano game. I'm sure you've all seen that. This is the Yoki piano game. So you just, basically it's a piano simulator. Catchphrase. Another game from my childhood if you are unaware. Why is there sound and there's no sound on anything else? Cool. Let's not do that. Then we've got Circle Bounce. What is this? I don't think I've played this. What is this? No, it's not doing a lot. What do I do? Oh, I have played it. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's boring. That's going. Fit in the Hole is another one of these weird games, and basically you have to move the yellow block to fit the gap in the hole. Help! And it gets quick, and it gets complicated, and no! And I don't like it because it's tough. But you get the picture. Then we've got, I don't even know how to pronounce this, Pachang, I think is how it's pronounced. But basically this was another free app of the week game, and it's quite complicated. The further you get in, the harder it is. So I'm on level 20 with the help of my boyfriend because I'm stuck. It's quite difficult. So, no, I balls that up. I'm failing miserably right now. Okay, let's not play that so we don't embarrass ourselves. Then we have Jenga. We all know what Jenga is. I love Jenga, and you can play this on here as a 2-player game, which is pretty fun. No, I don't know. Go away. I just want to play. Thank you. So I know how to play things. So you basically just select a block. The more red it is, the less safe it is to remove it. So there we go. There's a white block. It's exactly the same as the normal Jenga, just electronic version. One more game. This is called Don't Grind. This is kind of a little bit gruesome, so if you're not into gruesome games, don't look. It's not a horror or anything, it's just weird. Again, I think this was another free app of the week, I think. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, so basically, I am a Pear, and I have to tap so he doesn't get killed by the things. And as you can see, it's quite difficult. And obviously I know you guys are wanting to know what happens when you do die. That happens. Okay, now you know. So that was all of my games, and I will be decluttering this soon, probably today actually, because I have so many games and it's just ridiculous. So obviously you guys feel free to go ahead and check these games out if there's any you want to check out, and if you've got any that I haven't got, do let me know that you think I will like, and I will check those out too. So I hope you guys have enjoyed watching, and I will talk to you next time. Bye guys!